Hello fashion lovers, welcome back to my channel, and today make this bodycon overlap dress with me. Okay, so the black one I made for a client is on the dummy. All right, so this is what we will be making in this video. If it is what you're interested in, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question, feel free to drop it on the comment section. Okay, drop comment on the comment section so YouTube can push this video to other people, and please do like the video. Okay, so this is a bodycon, and you can see it's a two-step. All right, and another thing is there is opening on the front and it is turtleneck, but it's not that turtle anyway. All right, so for you to make this dress, it has to be a stretchy fabrics. That is the number one thing. For it to have this firmness, you can see it is firm on the body, and by the side of the down part of this gown, you can see there is gathers, tiny gathers, which they use elastic, to achieve that on it. So these are just the little details to explain. Let's go into cotton proper. This is the fabric I'll be using. Now this is a lycra fabric. It is stretchy and it is light. Okay, as a beginner, if you want to try this out, there are different kinds of lycra. Try and get a lycra that is thicker. Okay, that is not too thick anyway, but a little bit thick. Don't start with a lighter one. It is stressful. It is not easy to handle. It needs time. All right, so this is the calculation I'm working with. Our normal shoulder, bust, waist, hip divided by 4, half length 17, and gown length is 36 above the knee. Okay, now there's something I need to say. If you're a beginner and you're trying to cut this, because it's a stretchy fabric, I did not add any sewing allowance. If you're a beginner and you're trying to cut it, you can add your sewing allowance if you choose to. But before you join the back to the front, I will prefer you recheck the measurement before shipping because of the opening. All right, so let's get down to the cotton proper. Now this is my pattern paper. I will be using the pattern paper for only the upper part of the front part, the upper part. That is why I need this pattern paper for. Now I'm just going to draft out our basic measurement, which is we are dealing with shoulder 8, shoulder 16 divided by 2. That is 8. You mark it down. All right, you come and indicate your armhole depth. All right, indicate your half length. All right, once you do that, you take your rule and connect it straight. The same way, come this way at the armhole depth, connect. Now your armhole depth, remember this dress is sleeveless and it is stretchy, so you can work with 7, 7.5. It depends on the body size of the person, but if on a normal you use 8 and it is stretchy, you can equally work with 9. 7. Okay, so the next thing is start marking out the measurement. I'm marking out the measurement. I did not add anything to it. There is no sewing allowance added to it. So you can decide to add sewing allowance if you choose to. Okay, if you do not, it is still okay because it is stretchy. The next thing is to mark our neck width and our neck depth. Now for this, I went for 3 inches, 3 by 3. This is a turtleneck. Okay, so 3 by 3 it what goes. You curve it the way we curve. The next thing is for you to slant your armhole. Just our basic body. All right, our basic body is needed. Now the front part of this gown is best cut with pattern paper. except you have excess fabric. But if you do not, go with pattern paper, not in order not to waste fabric. So I'll just take out, cut out all this. Okay, once this is done, I'll open it up. All right, take out this excess is not needed. Okay, take the part that I'm done with. Now what I need to do now is open this up. Yes, we have to look at the style. I give it that curve. There are curves you need to make, that your French curve, any other curve, like this particular curve, if I use it, it will not give me what I want. But first thing, what is the distance from here to here? What distance do you want? Now this particular girl that brought this dress, she said that the one on the picture is too covered. All right, she wants has more exposed. So I went for 3 inches, okay, from the actual length. Then this cannot give me the curve I need. I'll just place it and just do freehand. Okay, so I will be doing freehand. You can see that. So you can either use this pattern or you can use your curve, whichever way you feel you can, just get it. Now this way is better for me. All right, now I just went ahead for the actual half length. I did not increase it. That particular one on the picture, you can increase your half length because of this curving for it to cover more. You can increase your half length, but because this dress is to be worn to a birthday party and there is need for it to be more exposed, all right, that is why I went with the actual measurement to have it more exposed. Okay, so this is the fabric. All right, what I'll just do is fold, look for the side that is stretchy. The side that is stretchy will be the width. The side that is not stretchy will be my length. Okay, now this, you say how many yards? I actually asked the girl to get me 3 yards. Okay, she brought 3 yards, but I think at the end I used about 2.5 or thereabout. So if you're asking for how many yards, this is 3 yards. Okay, so I just folded the fabric into two and I'm cutting. All right, I just folded into two and I'm cutting. You can see how it's going. Now this front needs to be folded, cut into two. I need 2 pieces. All right, it has to be open like this. You must open yours this way, the way I did mine, to cut it, because both sides are not the same. The same in the sense that the other side has armhole, while the other side does not have armhole. Okay, so you need to, when you're cutting it, you need to open it up this way. That is the best way to go about it. Now I've gotten the pieces for my front, the 2 piece that I need. More like, this is more like an overlap. I will call this an overlap bodycon dress. Okay, now for me to cut the down part, I do not need pattern paper. If I go to pattern paper, it will increase the length of this video, but you already know how you cut your normal skirt. So what I just need to do is cut the skirt. Now remember the half length is 17, so I'm taking it this way. See that is the half length. I started from the original half length. Okay, then I'll start marking. I'm trying to look for a color that will make it more visible, but it's not that visible. But what I'm trying to do, guys, is get my down part. Now This particular dress, the front has up and down, while the back does not have up and down. Okay, the front has up and down, while the back does not have up and down. So it is the skirt that I'm cutting. Okay, I just marked the waist. The here is the hip measurement, and down here is my pencil. You know how we do pencil? If your total division on the hip is about 10, you can decide to mark 9 or 8. Okay, so, or if you have any question concerning cutting pencil skirts, because that is what I'm cutting right now, drop it on the comment section. I'll make a separate video for that, though there's a video of how to cut a pencil skirt on my channel. Okay, so it is the pencil skirt for the front that I'm cutting. Remember, the front has joining, half cut, but the back does not. So it is the front skirt that I'm cutting right now. So that is it. Now, having cut this, this is how it looks. We'll pack this one side and keep. When dealing with light, like it is one of the fabrics you pamper. Okay, this particular fabric, I had to pamper it. So the next is for us to start the back body. The back body does not have joining, so all I need to do is cut all through. The back body does not have joining. Okay, and the full length, now the total length is 36, and remember, there will be a tiny gathers that will be achieved using elastic by the side, so it will increase the length, it will reduce the length. So when cutting it, we have to increase the length of the gown when cutting it, instead of cutting 30, because it is total 30, 36. 6 inches is for the flay, the two-step flay, while the 30 is for the length. Instead of cutting 30, I can go as much as cut 35, 34, because I will be using elastic to give it that tiny gathers on the sides. Okay, so the length I went for is actually 34. All right, so the back is ready. I've cut the back, so let's concentrate on the waist, on the upper part here. Now the same neck width of 3 inches, that is what you'll mark. The same length of 3 inches, that is what you'll mark here. The depth for the back will be higher. For the back, you can either go with 1 inches, 1.5, at most 2 inches. But because it's a turtleneck, please work with 1 inches. All right, so this is it. I'm slanting my shoulder. There's no much details on this particular dress. There's no much. It is very easy. The back, the front is the part that has work. Now this is the flay. All right, I'm starting with 6. Now it's just our normal way we cut our flay, 360 flay. All right, the both will be 360, but the length will differ. Okay, so I've gotten my circle. All I need to do is cut. So the target for this particular length is about 4 inches. Remember, it will be folded. Okay, it will be folded. So I have 6 in total. So but at the end I'll be getting 4 inches. Okay, so I'm trying to place the 6 before connecting it together. It makes it more easy. Please, if you're a beginner and you want to make this particular style, I advise you do not go for stretchy fabrics that is light. There are stretchy fabric that is a little bit thick. work with that one, it will make it easy. This particular dress, I was diligent, I was very careful. So I have my two flay of different lengths. Now this is this front skirt. I added band to the waist to give it a neat finishing. You can see what I did. I added band to the edge of the waist. Now this is the upper part. Okay, I folded it. That I used paper. It was, giving me issue. I had to use paper, to finish it easily. That is why you're seeing paper. I'll still take that off and give it a good iron. So this is it, the first part. This is the second part. Okay, so I will be sewing it up, stitching it. You can see I'm going according to the video, a picture. This is how we should be placed. According to the picture, this is how we should be placed. All right. Yeah, this is how we should be placed. So if you have any question, guys, feel free to drop it on the comment section. Okay. Now, on next, I need to attach the down part of this skirt. Okay. Now, there is another thing I need to say. This particular dress, the front must not be, mine is the same. Yours must not be the same. One part can be different, the other parts, I don't know how to explain it, but because this particular person wants has to, hook only the bust, you can see it is hooking only the bust perfectly. That was what she wanted. This is my back. All right, I had to use pin because of the dummy, they are not the same shape. She wants this particular dress to hook only the breast, upper part of the breast. Let there be opening. So if you want yours to be like this, you can. But if you want it a little covered like the one on the picture, you can decide to bring yours down a little bit. That part that went in can be extended to the, little bit below the armhole. So this is the band I'll be using. This band is actually 16 that I'll be sewing. What I cut is more than 16, but I'll be sewing here, which is 16 in total. All right, then I'll be attaching it to the neck. This is very easy. Now, this is what I made. What is remaining in this particular dress is the armhole and the elastic by the side. I need to put elastic by the side to give it that tiny gathers, okay, and draw the fabric up a little bit. So guys, if you have any question, drop it on the comment section. All right, like I said, this is the style we are working with, but what the person wants is different from what is on this. She wants has more exposing, covering only the bust area for her party. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to drop it on the comment section. This is one of the easiest gown dresses you can make for yourself. There's no doubt, very easy to make. All right, now this is the neck. You can see it. I used tiny band on it to give me that tiny band. All right, you can see how tiny it is. Yours can be